How did my niece go from this to that in just over a year? In today's video, I'm going to be talking you through exactly what my sister did that cost my niece over half of her length, just so that you don't make the same mistakes. Hey mamas, happy new year and welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's get straight into this video. Mamas, I know that we have a lot on our plate. I know that we're busy. I know that sometimes life be lifing. I get it. And because of this, sometimes our little one's hair care can be put on the back burner, or sometimes it just gets postponed to the next week and then the next week, and then before you know it, it's been like 6 months, 1 year, and you're starting to notice your little one's hair breaking and you're wondering what is going on, when did this happen, how did this happen? But hear me out mamas, you'd be surprised how your bad habits can slowly, unknowingly become your regular routine. This is exactly what happened to my sister. She started noticing that my niece's hair was breaking, but by then there was already a significant amount of breakage, as you can see from here. This is you and you can relate to this. Don't worry mamas, this too shall pass. So I had a serious conversation with my sister and I told her to be honest with me. No judgment from me at all, but I wanted to know exactly what she was doing or what she wasn't doing so that I could help her. So right now I want you to be honest with yourself. As I'm talking through what my sister has been doing or not been doing, I want you to be honest as well. If these are the things that you've been doing, listen carefully because there's a solution. When I asked my sister exactly what she had been doing, this is what she said. So the first thing she said was that my niece's wash days had become very irregular. So she went from washing every 2 weeks to now washing every 5 or 6 weeks. She kept putting wash day off and off and off and off, and by the time you knew it, she was way past her wash schedule. So here's what I advised my sister. I advised my sister to go back to weekly washing. So remember I said to you that she was washing every 2 weeks, so bi-weekly, but I want her to go back to washing my niece's hair weekly. I also said to her that she needs to become more disciplined. You've heard that saying before, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I want my sister to become more disciplined and more organized when it comes to my niece's wash days. So once she plans my niece's wash days, it'll be more easier to stick with the plan because she has the plan in the first place, rather than just washing my niece's hair when she felt like it. I wanted her to go back to the plan that she usually has. She even has a planner, my natural hair planner. If you don't know about it, I do have a planner. My sister uses this planner. Well, she was using a planner, but she stopped using it. So I've asked her to go back to that planner and start planning my niece's wash days again. And also with this planner, I've asked my sister to track every time she washes my niece's hair. This way she's able to track my niece's wash days and visually see when she is washing my niece's hair and when she is not. This will help her to stay on track as well. The other thing that was happening was my sister would take my niece's protective styles out, so maybe like her bantu knots, her twists, or her plaits, for example. She'll take it out because she decided, for example, today's Saturday and she decided that she was going to wash my niece's hair today. But what would happen? Of course, life be lifing and things would come up and she'll push wash day back again. Now instead of my sister to, for example, plait my niece's hair or moisturize it and plait it and put it away for the week, for example, my sister would keep it in this high bun, and this high bun would last for the whole week. Whereas before, these high buns were only for special occasions or for the weekend, for example. But now this was becoming her style for school. So instead of doing these high buns as often as she had been doing, I've told my sister to save these high buns for special occasions or for the weekends. And when she does do these high buns, as soon as she gets home, I would like her to, if her hair needs moisturizing, to moisturize it, plait, twist it, and then put it away. Mummies, before I continue, if you're struggling to create a regimen for your little one, don't know where to start, how to create a regimen, what components are needed to create an effective regimen, I've got you as always. Click the link below this video and download your free guide. In this guide, I will walk you through how to create an effective regimen that actually works. Next mistake my sister was making was going straight to washing my niece's hair without doing a pre-poo treatment. Now in my niece's case, this was important because her hair was extremely tangled. So by the time my sister got to detangling my niece's hair with a conditioner, she was very frustrated. It was taking too long because, of course, like I mentioned, her hair was extremely tangled. So my sister would be frustrated and literally she would just be yanking through my niece's hair. My niece was losing a lot of hair during the detangling session. And also my sister told me that she wasn't detangling in the regular sections that she used to detangle my niece's hair in. Now my niece has a medium density hair, so previously she would detangle in, let's say, about 8 to 10 sections, but now she was doing about 4 to 6 sections, which was taking her longer to detangle because the sections were bigger, and of course the sections were tangled, which was taking longer as well. So the whole wash day was becoming very frustrating for my sister. So of course my advice to my sister was to pre-poo my niece's hair, and I told her to pre-poo, so a pre-shampoo treatment with, for example, a penetrating oil like coconut oil. I asked my sister to do this overnight. But I also told her to do when she was pre-pooing was to work in sections. I also asked her not to use any tools, so no brushes, no combs at this stage, to use her fingers to lightly detangle after she's applied the coconut oil to my niece's hair. She's done that to like wrap her hair in like a cling film or something like that, and then put her bonnet on top of that, and then go to bed, and then the next day to wash my niece's hair. And then before washing her hair the next day, I then asked her to, you know, saturate my niece's hair with water completely, just to rinse away some of the residue from the coconut oil. And then I asked her to go straight to detangling my niece's hair with a rinse out conditioner, preferably one that contains silicones. Yes, silicones ain't the enemy over here. So that's going to provide a really good slip for detangling and make detangling a lot more easier for my sister when she's detangling my niece's hair. I also asked her to detangle in at least 8 to 10 sections because she has medium density hair, and my niece has quite a small head as well, so 8 to 10 sections is perfectly fine. Most importantly, to use her fingers first. We always want to use fingers first and then use a tool. So for my sister, she likes to use the Felicia Leatherwood detangling brush, so she uses that brush after she has used her fingers. So once she's done detangling, obviously she's going to twist my niece's hair up in those 8 to 10 sections, and then I asked her to shampoo my niece's hair in those twisted sections. This is going to help my sister not to become overwhelmed with wash day. Also really get a good wash on the scalp. It really helps her to, you know, focus that shampoo on my niece's scalp to remove all of that buildup, and then run the shampoo through the full length of her hair to remove the buildup from the full length of her hair. Okay, so the other mistake my sister was making was when it came to moisturizing my niece's hair. Now my sister mentioned that she would moisturize my niece's hair, but the only time moisturizing would happen would be on wash day. Now if you remember, my sister was going 5, 6, sometimes even 7 weeks without washing my niece's hair. So can you imagine she was waiting that long to moisturize my niece's hair? So for 5, 6, 7 weeks, my niece's hair was becoming drier and drier and drier over time. And of course, if your hair is dry, breakage happens. That high bun that I was telling you about, with the high bun, she mentioned that she would moisturize the high bun whenever she felt like it was dry. But the bad thing that she was doing was she wasn't moisturizing this high bun in sections. What she would do would be to just put moisturizer on the outer layer, so the perimeter of the high bun. that's where she would moisturize. So she'll spritz it with a bit of water, add maybe like a leave-in or cream, and then add like a butter or grease or something on top. So in the middle, that would be avoided. So can you imagine 5, 6, 7 weeks, only the front, only the perimeter of her hair was getting moisturized, and everywhere else inside was being neglected. And as I mentioned, if those areas are not being moisturized, it's going to get dry, it's going to become brittle, and eventually it's going to break off. My advice to her in this case was to moisturize my niece's hair as and when needed. So I really want her to pay attention to my niece's hair and notice the signs for when her hair needs moisturizing. Now, I've advised her to moisturize my niece's hair at least twice a week. Remember, I've told her to wash my niece's hair weekly. So once a week she's going to be washing my niece's hair and she'll be moisturizing. So I've told her to moisturize my niece's hair an additional time during that week. Now, what I've told her to do is to monitor my niece's hair, and if that extra moisturizing isn't needed, she can take it out, but she must moisturize once a week at minimum, and then pay attention to my niece's hair. And then when it needs moisturizing, I would like her to take the protective style out, not all at once, take it out one at a time. So let's just say she has twists in, take the twists out one at a time, moisturize it, put it back in a twist, and then that's it. So the protective styles that I've asked her to do are simple protective styles like she was doing anyway, like twists, plaits for example, but not doing them too small, so that when it's time to re-moisturize my niece's hair, she can do that easily and quickly without wasting so much time. Okay, so another mistake my sister was making when it came to products. Now with products, she had the right types of products. I've already advised her on the type of products my niece needed for her hair, and she knows what products my niece's hair likes. But the thing that my sister was doing was that she would wait until the products would run out. So when the products run out, she would take a long time to restock these products. And of course, if you don't have the products to moisturize or wash your little one's hair, what's going to happen? You're going to push wash day back. So because of this, she kept pushing wash day back and back and back, and wash day was never coming until she finally restocked the products. So my advice to her was to be more organized, so to purchase more than one product when she would actually purchase products. So for example, when I'm buying products for my children, I purchase 2 of each product I need, and then I'll be checking to see when the products were nearly finished. So let's just say I finished 1 tub of product, I will reorder 1 more, just so that I'm never out of products completely. So I advise the same thing to my sister. I advised her to make sure she's checking regularly when her products are finishing or about to finish, and restock quickly. And also when it comes to natural hair products, a lot of times the products are out of stock, we don't know when they're coming back in stock, so ordering 2 is just a safer option. That way she's able to stay on top of restocking her products and never fully run out like she had been doing. If your little one's hair is also breaking and you're not sure why their hair is breaking, or maybe the things I mentioned my sister was doing, maybe you're not doing those things but your little one's hair is still breaking, I'd advise you to check out the video shown right now on the bottom left hand corner of this screen. In this video I talk about several other reasons why your little one's hair could be breaking and how to fix it.